Hello, my name is Yocasta Batista. I am a student in Master Bilingual Teaching. Today I am going to present the unit class for the subject Didactic of Geography, Social Studies, and Arts. Hope you enjoy it. I chose history because I live in Dominican Republic, and history is one of the most important areas that as Dominicans we have. We have many political events, and one of those political figures, one of the most important, was Joaquin Balaguer, Dr. Joaquin Balaguer. He lasted over 12 years of his different governments, and in this unit I am planning to teach my students the different periods of his presidency. So I introduce my class as a history teacher, and I give some rules. We establish some rules that as teachers I always do at the beginning of the class. And after establishing the rules, I introduce the class showing my students the picture of Joaquin Balaguer, one of his main pictures from the beginning of his governments. So I ask some questions, I give a brief description of the unit, and this is the way I introduce this unit, called the governments of Joaquin Balaguer. This unit, the objectives are three. The number one is our students are going to speak about the governments of Joaquin Balaguer. They are going to know the events that happened during his governments, identify the advantages and disadvantages of the governments. Later on, I ask my students these introductory questions. Do you know who Balaguer was? What do you know about the governments of Balaguer? What important historical events can you mention from his governments? Some of them might give me some information from their grandparents, but not all of them, because of nowadays not all teenagers know many things about those presidents from time before. So if they don't have many information about it, I'm going to explain the introductory activity that I'm going to show to my students for them to have a clear aspect of these three questions. So I invite my students to watch this short video about a brief presentation of Balaguer's life and some of his governments. Then I ask them again the questions to see what they kept from this video. I remark again the three questions to see what knowledge they obtained from the video and what advantages presenting this video they obtained. As an activity number one, I ask my students, after watching the video, investigating a little more about Joaquin Balaguer's governments, I ask them to work in teams to make a timeline with events that occurred during these governments. And then they are going to present those events to the class and share information among the group. This is a template that I am going to show to my students for them to make a timeline. Anyhow, if they choose another one, it's okay. It's a free activity. In next class, they are going to create a mind map about the governments of Joaquin Balaguer. In teams, They would choose one of the governments. In this case, they are going just to pick one of them, one of the governments, and create a mind map and present it in the next class. And as the previous activity, they are going to share information from the different governments. Of course, that in this activity, I explain again what a mind map is, and to give a brief explanation about it, and to clarify any doubts that can appear during this assignment. In the week number 3, after my students have all this information from the different governments of Joaquin Balaguer, they are going to have an activity number 3 where they are going to debate about the different governments of Joaquin Balaguer. They are going to share information. They are going to speak about advantages and disadvantages of each period of time of these governments. So we established the date for this competition debate, where each team is going to respond with the correct answer. The winner team will obtain the highest grade. So they are going to enjoy, they are going to compete by saying which period was better and why, what event really was like remarkable for citizens, what advantages and disadvantages this event happened for the Dominican Republic, and many more questions. As a final assignment or evaluation task, I create they are going to work in teams again, and they are going to create a final project where they're going to speak about one of the governors of Balaguer, the ones that they previous debate, and they will speak about important events, causes, and this period of his presidency. In this case, they are going to speak about political, cultural aspects, advantages and disadvantages of this government. To close the evaluation part, in the final week, my students are going to have a quiz in Google Form. They are, about the different questions of the governments of Balaguer, and it will be posted in the Google Classroom, so they have to stay tuned for it. So this is all from this unit class about the history of the governments of Joaquin Balaguer, ex-president of Dominican Republic. My name is Yogasa Batista from the Master Bilingual Teaching student. Hope you have liked my class, and if you have any doubt, just email me private. Thank you very much.